Men's emotions are seriously affected if they learn these 7 lessons too late. What accounts for the growing number of women today expressing that they do not require a man because we embrace our independence wholeheartedly? Why would a man require a woman if he has friends, chooses not to have children, employs a maid, and engages the services of a prostitute? Have you ever reflected on a moment and thought, if only I had possessed the knowledge I have now? Indeed, we all have. However, the reality that remains unacknowledged is this: many men fail to grasp these important lessons before it becomes too late, until the woman departs, until the stillness becomes more oppressive than the clamor, until the reflection reveals a figure he scarcely identifies. This is the reason behind my creation, not to cause you pain, but to bring you to awareness. If someone had taken me by the shoulders years ago and shared these 7 truths with me, I could have spared myself a great deal of pain. Significant time could have been conserved. Many insincere individuals would never have been welcomed at my table. However, the opportunity is still within your reach. Welcome. You have arrived. You are paying attention. I will provide you with the unrefined, authentic lessons that have the potential to transform your entire journey, should you choose to embrace them. Please pay careful attention. These are not quotes intended for your Instagram bio. These are cautions etched from genuine wounds. Are you prepared? Before we proceed, I have something unique to share with you, an ebook available at no cost, The Handbook of Female Mind Control. It uncovers the concealed truths that will make any woman desire you. Seize it now. Find the link in the description or the pinned comment. Let us commence. 1. Pursuing women will not satisfy the emptiness within you. Focus on your personal growth before pursuing relationships. Understand that genuine self-reflection is unattainable when you are perpetually pursuing romantic interests. Engaging in conversations with one girl, arranging to meet another, all while contemplating other potential interests, will prevent you from achieving true focus. When you direct your attention towards what truly matters, everything else will align seamlessly. It's time to confront the reality head-on. The lesson that eludes most men until it is far too late. Pursuing women is not the solution. It provides a sense of satisfaction in the present. The excitement, the recognition, the affirmation, it all strikes with an intoxicating force. However, that is precisely what it is. A fleeting elevation concealing a profound yearning. Once that elevated feeling dissipates, you find yourself returning to your original state. It could potentially be even more severe. There comes a moment in every man's journey when he understands that you do not draw in what you pursue, your essence draws in what you embody. In your early 20s, you focus on making a lasting impression on her. Apparel, automobiles, striving for charisma, endeavoring to articulate all the appropriate sentiments. At its core, it is anchored in fear, the anxiety of feeling inadequate in your current state. The difficult lesson: women hold in high regard those men who demonstrate self-respect. They are attracted to those who are self-sufficient, not from arrogance, but from a calm self-assurance that conveys, "I will be all right, whether you are here or not." Women hold significant importance. They are not intended to be your mission. When you prioritize their mission, you risk losing the essence of your own narrative. In doing so, you forfeit your sense of self. The individual who dedicates his existence to pursuit remains perpetually in motion, lacking stability, and never truly satisfied. He is an individual who responds to the actions of others rather than taking initiative for himself. Do you wish for her to remain? Cease pursuing her. Create an experience so compelling that she finds no justification to depart. This is the harsh reality that many men fail to recognize until they have already sacrificed money, time, and their peace of mind. Here is the lesson. Cease pursuing individuals. Begin pursuing your purpose. When you cultivate a life abundant in meaning, love emerges as a natural outcome rather than a goal to chase. Once you experience the liberation that comes with it, there is simply no turning back. There is no need for bitterness, simply superior. 2. Not everyone is entitled to your presence. This particular experience is particularly painful, as throughout much of your life, you have been conditioned to be accessible, to seek approval, and to embody the role of the good person. You welcomed everyone through the door, companions, colleagues, relatives, and loved ones, believing that selflessness equates to nobility. However, the stark reality is this: not everyone is worthy of your energy. Certain individuals enter your life solely to deplete your energy. They have no interest in you. Your time, your resources, and your loyalty are in high demand. Once they have extracted all they can from you, they proceed as though you were merely a complimentary trial. Have you ever observed that certain individuals tend to reach out only when they require assistance? Or how that particular woman only contacts me when her situation with the other man falls through? That is not mere coincidence. That is design. Your increased availability led others to respond to you in a similar manner. There is no necessity for cruelty. Establishing clear boundaries is essential. There is power in embracing unavailability, in asserting one's boundaries. By stepping away from the drama that once captivated you, many men come to realize, often after years of striving to gain the approval of those unworthy of their efforts, that they were chasing validation from the wrong individuals all along. This is where Stoicism transforms into an extraordinary strength. When you achieve mastery in maintaining calmness, composure, and selectivity, it captures the attention of those around you. You cease the pursuit of validation and begin to command respect. It is not a matter of ego. It pertains to the instinct of safeguarding oneself. One should not retain individuals in their life solely based on the length of acquaintance. If they burden your mind, exhaust your soul, or disrupt your peace, it is essential to release them. You are not being unkind. Your wisdom is evident. Energy functions similarly to currency. Each moment dedicated to fixing, explaining, or proving your worth to someone who fails to recognize your value is energy that could be better utilized in creating the life you truly desire. When you find yourself perpetually exhausted, consistently distracted, and continually surrounded by those who take more than they give, how can you truly evolve into the person you are destined to become? Here is the lesson. Guard your energy as if your very existence relies on it, for indeed it does. You are not a lifeboat. You stand as a beacon of guidance. You lead rather than pursue. You remain steadfast, not floundering in the currents. Not everyone is entitled to your presence. Understanding this principle will lead to greater freedom in your life. 3. The world is not obligated to provide you with anything. This statement is tough, yet it offers the greatest sense of freedom. No one is here to rescue you. No one is obligated to provide you with anything. Even the most compassionate, dedicated, and trustworthy individuals may find themselves overlooked, ignored, or let down. That does not imply that the world is flawed. It simply signifies that life does not distribute rewards solely based on effort. Many individuals squander invaluable time in anticipation, anticipating acknowledgement, anticipating the moment when a woman recognizes her true value, anticipating a promotion from their superior, anticipating a sense of fairness in life. Life, however, does not always adhere to the principles of fairness. It is of no consequence. Embracing this realization will enable you to transition from a victim mindset to that of a warrior with greater speed. Now, here's the compelling turn of events. When you recognize that the world is not obligated to provide for you, you cease to seek approval. You assume accountability, complete, unwavering accountability. And that is the moment when everything transforms. Please refrain from complaining. Commence the construction process. You cease to harbor resentment towards others. You begin to honor yourself. A person who holds the belief that life ought to be fair often finds themselves consumed by bitterness. The individual who recognizes that nothing is guaranteed becomes formidable, driven, and resolute. Every day we are reminded of the lessons imparted by Stoicism. Your influence lies solely in your actions, not in the results that follow. And would you believe it? That will suffice. Let go of entitlement, and you will unlock your true potential. Your life is no longer defined by the events that occur, but rather by the way you choose to respond to them. She hasn't responded to the message. Excellent. You remained steadfast. Were you not selected for that position? Acceptable. You will create your own opportunity, as you have already grasped the fundamental truth. Anticipations can undermine tranquility. Do you desire freedom? Release the notion that life is obligated to provide you with clarity, fairness, or comfort. It does not. However, it does provide you with one invaluable treasure: the ability to determine your presence, regardless of the circumstances. And that is precisely where true power resides. Tranquility holds greater worth than mere recognition. In youth, attention resembles the very essence of life itself. You desire the admiration, the praise, the playful messages. Your desire is to be recognized, wished for. In search of candidates, it invigorates your spirit. However, the reality is this: many men remain unaware until the consequences have already taken their toll. Attention holds little value. Peace holds immeasurable value. Understand that the inappropriate type of attention may jeopardize your mental well-being. The woman who perpetually oscillates between warmth and distance, she is directing her attention towards you, yet it carries a toxic undertone. A friend who offers encouragement solely for personal gain. He observes, yet offers no support. A position that offers accolades, yet leads to exhaustion. It acknowledges your presence, but fails to appreciate your worth. When you equate attention with value, you begin to pursue misguided objectives. You forfeit your tranquility to maintain their attention. May I pose a question to you? What is the value of admiration if it comes at the cost of a peaceful night's sleep? Are you frequently experiencing anxiety? Is your soul feeling weary? Entering your space and experiencing a sense of tranquility is truly a profound experience. Order prevails. Keep it straightforward. There are no games available, only clarity. Many men do not pursue peace, as they have yet to experience it. Some believe that relentless effort, demonstrating worth, and remaining in harmful cycles define masculinity. It is not. That is the essence of survival. You are destined for greater things than mere survival. There's no requirement for 100 voices to applaud your efforts. A select group of individuals who genuinely care is essential. And the inner voice that affirms, I take pride in the way I carry myself. Presenting the lesson. A man who safeguards his tranquility exudes an irresistible charm, not due to his volume, but rather his stillness. Silence embodies power. Once you achieve mastery in that area, seeking attention becomes unnecessary. It comes to you effortlessly. 5. Concealing your truth will inevitably lead to negative consequences. Every man encounters a moment when he yearns to express something genuine, yet holds back. He restrains himself, retracts his statements, acts as if it doesn't affect him. He smiled when he ought to have voiced his thoughts. For a time, it seems to be the appropriate decision. However, there lies a challenge with silence. It fosters resentment. You believe that by steering clear of conflict, you are maintaining harmony. However, you are sowing the seeds of resentment that will eventually develop into significant emotional turmoil. Perhaps you didn't express to her the pain you felt when she engaged in flirtation with another man. Perhaps you haven't mentioned to your friend that his jokes are too hurtful. Perhaps you have not been entirely honest with yourself, that you are conforming to a life that is gradually diminishing your spirit. Stoicism does not advocate for the suppression of emotions. The focus is on mastering one's emotions. True mastery commences with a foundation of honesty. Your voice serves a purpose beyond mere conversation. It serves the purpose of establishing benchmarks, creating lines, and establishing clear boundaries. I define what I permit in my life and what I do not. Delaying the expression of your truth only makes it increasingly difficult. Ultimately, you reach a breaking point or fall apart. In any scenario, the outcome is unfavorable for you. Express yourself clearly. To honor yourself, not to cause harm to others. Here's the matter at hand. Those who matter will value your sincerity. Those who are not aligned may take offense to it. Regardless of the outcome, you emerge victorious. You no longer compromise your own integrity for the sake of others' comfort. That is true power. 6. You are your own savior. This is the ultimate harsh reality that strikes men with overwhelming force. However, upon acceptance, you transform into an unstoppable force. There is no woman, there is no friend. Without a mentor, there is no therapist available. No one is coming to solve your problems for you. They are capable of providing you with support, inspire you, assist you. However, the choice to alter, to progress, it is perpetually yours. The work cannot be outsourced. The process of inner healing cannot be delegated. One cannot anticipate that another will love them while they remain engulfed in their own self-loathing. The responsibility lies with you. Once that truly resonates, as soon as you cease waiting and begin to take action, you come to a realization. You are perfectly capable on your own. Discipline is essential. Reliability, bravery. It is essential to cease the avoidance of discomfort and begin to confront it directly. It is essential to cease the habit of making excuses and begin the process of cultivating positive habits. It is essential to refrain from placing blame on women, your history, your responsibility, your guardians. Begin embracing complete accountability. That is the essence of Stoicism, beyond mere tranquility amidst turmoil. However, mastery of your vessel. A man who rescues himself remains unbitter. He transforms into a threat. He understands the essence of ascending without the sound of applause, to expand independently, and to flourish independently. Here is the final lesson. You embody both the challenge and the remedy. That is not a curse. Your freedom is yours to embrace. 7. The woman you desire reflects your own essence, not a rescuer. Let us engage in a discussion regarding a topic that often remains unacknowledged, particularly not men seeking affirmation. The woman you elevated to a position of admiration. She will not remedy your sense of emptiness. You believe that obtaining her will fulfill your sense of worth. If only you could win her over, everything would ultimately come together. The uncertainties would dissipate. The solitude would fade into silence. The embarrassment would fade away. However, the reality is this. She is unable to provide what you have not created on your own. The woman you desire, the individual who occupies your thoughts and aspirations, chase, indulge in daydreams. It is merely a reflection. She mirrors your current position in life. When you embody completeness, you naturally draw in that same essence of wholeness. In times of injury, chaos is drawn to you. It's as straightforward as that. Here is what many men tend to overlook. She is positioned as the ultimate reward. They center their confidence on her response. They seek her energy rather than cultivating their own. A high-value woman, the type you truly desire, is never attracted to neediness. She remains unfazed by displays of bravado. She perceives the apprehension lurking beneath the facade, and she strides forward. The difficult truth: she is not cold. You are simply not prepared. Your value is not diminished by that. It instills a sense of responsibility. It signifies that there are tasks to be accomplished, not suitable for her. However, for you, do you desire her admiration? Exude admiration. Are you looking for her to pursue you? Cease the pursuit of validation. Do you desire her respect? Begin by honoring yourself even in solitude. The love you seek resides within you. It is what you create by transforming into the individual who requires no selection. He has already made his choice. Once you evolve into that man, your thoughts will shift from questioning her feelings for you to contemplating whether she truly deserves to stand by your side. Because you will understand that the woman is not the end goal. You are indeed. If any of these lessons resonate with you on a deeper level, that's a positive outcome. This signifies that you are indeed alive. This indicates that there is still an opportunity for you to make a change. Take a moment to engage with this content rather than simply scrolling past it. Take action. If you're ready to take charge of your life, leave the word enough in the comments. Make it known that you are prioritizing purpose instead of suffering. Progress through play. If this video resonated with you deeply, consider subscribing. Welcome to your space on the internet, where we abandon pretense, move beyond admiration, and begin to elevate ourselves. You are not alone, my friend. Let us continue to construct and develop